What's up? It's Dashy. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm so sorry. What's up, guys? It's Crunk, and this is my thoughts and reactions to AEW's Wrestler Dream 2025 that happened this past weekend on Saturday. Apologies for the late upload. Uh, Life be lifing, you know what I mean? Life truly be lifing, and a nigga have to take care of some shit. But here we are, okay? Um, I'm just gonna go down from the list, and okay, no, this list is actually in order, which is good. So the first three I missed. I did not see the pre-show ones, but I still um, called it, or thought who was gonna win. So, I'm talking too much. Let's get into it. The first one, it was the Death Riders of Claudio, Garcia, Pac, and Wheeler Yuta versus Roderick Strong and the Conglomeration, which is Colorado, Cassidy, and Ishii. I chose the Death Riders to win, and guess what? Boom, they won. All right. Uh, Again, didn't see it, so can't really talk about it. It is what it is. Okay. The second one, I'm on my notes real quick. It was Eddie Kingston Hook defeating the Frat House, which is Cole Carter and Griff Garrison. And of course, like their opponents wasn't even uh, named at the time. It was still to be announced. So of course it was going to be Hook and Eddie since they're a tag team now, and they were going to get the win. So that was a gimme. That was a gimme, you know. And the third one was Harley Quinn and Willow Nightingale defeating the Top Gods. I thought they were called Divine Vanity. Ah, I didn't guess that one correctly. I chose Divine or the Top Gods, which is Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. I figured they would get a win because this was a thrown together team of Willow Nightingale and Harley Quinn. I chose that wrong. It is what it is. We can't get it perfect. We always kind of get it perfect, okay? But getting into the main card, which I did start, I caught it like probably in the middle of it, and I saw that they had started in the pre-show and into the pay-per-view with all the fireworks and sparks going off. That shit was amazing. People didn't like it online. They're haters. They're just stupid. Anyway, so the first match of the actual pay-per-view was FTR, Cash Wheeler and Dex Harwood versus Jet Speed, Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. I did choose FTR. I was right on that one, and I think I said I have to go back and see what I actually said, but I want to say um, I gave it to FTR only because they had Stokely in their corner, and Stokely, he is a cheating manager, and if you go back and look, he held Bailey's feet down so he couldn't kick out, and FTR got the win. Boom, called that one correctly. The next match was Jamie Hayter versus the Spotter Tekla. Everybody was banned from ringside, and I chose Jamie Hayter, and I was correct because this is Jamie. Well, I mean Tekla is new as well, but Jamie Hayter, she had lost her belt to Tony Storm way back when, and then she had the injury, and now she's coming back. So I feel like she needed that win to get back into the title picture, and I did guess that one correctly. Huzzah! I just fist pumped. Obviously, you can't see that, unfortunately. Okay, the next one was wait, did I count that? I don't think I did. Let me. I'm looking at my notes. You see me looking down? I'm looking at my notes. Okay. Next one was Jurassic Express, Jack Perry, and Luchasaurus versus Young Bucks, Mac and Nick Jackson for the 500K cash prize. And guess what? I chose Jurassic Express. I was right. That tag team match was very good. A lot of good spots was there, but the ending, or not the end of the match. Jack Perry did try to extend his hand and give them a little bit of money, but then they were attacked by, who were they attacked by? Fuck, I'm blanking. Hold on, let me think. Who came out and attacked them? Oh, the Don Callis family. I think it was Shawn Alexander, Archer, and somebody else. They walked away. Kenny Omega came out to help make the save, and he like looked at the Young Bucks to try to like get them to help. They didn't turn around and help, but they were actually able to turn it around and kick the Don Callis family's ass. And so I guess this is the story we're gonna go to, meaning Kenny and the Young Bucks may be forming up to possibly help take down the Don Callis family. Maybe not the Death Riders, because the Death Riders have been, well, maybe the Death Riders. I don't know. Time will tell. It could either be the Don Callis family or the Death Riders. Either way, I predicted correctly. We moving on. Cancel that. That was 5 for 1. Boom. Next on the list was the Hurt Syndicate, which is Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, MVP versus The Demand, Ricochet, Bishop, and Toa. Determined the number one contender for the AEW Trios Championship, which is held by the Ops. And I, unfortunately, got that wrong. I did choose the Demand to win, and they did not win, unfortunately. So now the Hurt Business is back for. Didn't they lose it? No, they were tag team champions, and they lost to Brodito in that 4-way. So now, whenever they do the match, it will be, the Ops versus the Hurt Syndicate, and that was just a great overall match as well. Strong showing. It's always good to see MVP doing the ball-in spot, and fucking Shelton Benjamin when he suplexed Ricochet over the rope into the just over the ropes, bro. That was that's a fumble right there. I feel like WWE fumbled with the whole Hurt Business and Ricochet and Stokely. I think Stokely doesn't get enough credit. Like, Stokely is great. Like, it's funny. Bobby, MVP, and Shelton and Stokely and Ricochet, they're all people of color, right? And they think the rumblings that Triple H doesn't like people of color, but if you look at what's going on, like, where's Carmella Hayes' opportunity? You know what? I'm sorry. I'm getting off track. Let's move on. Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe for the TNT Championship. I chose Kyle only because it's still early days in his championship, and that was just a great match overall. There was a crazy near fall spot with the low blow into the brainbuster that Briscoe was able to kick out of, but Kyle still got the win. And that was their fifth match, so now he's 3-2 versus Briscoe. That was just a great match. Don Callis on commentary was funny, but Kyle still looks strong. Next one was Chris Statlander versus Timeless Tony Storm for the AEW's Women's Championship. And guess who I chose? Chris Statlander. You know why? Because no way they were going to have Tony just win it off of her after she just won it and she pinned her clean. Middle of the ring. Good back and forth. I like there's a moment where Chris Statlander had her in the leg choke and you hear Toni Storm scream out, just fucking kill me, like, because she wasn't going to give up. But I think it was a good showing for both ladies. It was kind of slow, but I think it makes Chris looks good for her reign by pinning Toni Storm clean in the ring. Okay. So, but after the match, the CEO Mercedes Moné came out. It was like, "Get out of my ring." Unfortunately, I didn't have this on the predictions video because it wasn't announced until after she won a belt from the night prior. So she had an open match for her belt, and who came out to the challenge was Mina. And look, oh, wait. Oh, I can't. Nope. I don't know my buttons. That's the eyebrows. There it is. Hey, Mina. I want some Mina. I would love some Mina. Hey, Mina. Hey, girl. No, I'm joking. Oh, but she came out and it was belt for belt. Mercedes, AEW belt versus Mina Shirakawa's interim ROH television belt. Um, and Mercedes picked it up. I think this is at this time it was like her 11th belt because I want to say the next day or yesterday. Today's Tuesday. I want to say yesterday, Monday the 20th. She won another belt, so she has like 12 belts right now. She's calling herself Ultimo Monet, which is a nod to Ultimo Dragon when he had all the belts, and I think she holds the record for most belts held at once. So the downfall is going to happen soon when she's going to start losing all her belts. But I've enjoyed the run. A lot of the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, they don't like her winning. I like it. It shines a light on their belts. Is being put on TV. People just gonna be hating. It is what it is. But if I were to predict that match, I would have chose Mercedes because I was just like, I think that would have been an easy prediction because it was like they're gonna give her another belt, right? But I think that's gonna pivot into Mina and Tony becoming a tag team and going after the women's tag team belts. So we'll see. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Okay, next up we have Bandito, and Brody King versus the Don Callis family of Kazuchika Okada and Konosuke Takeshita. And this one I was kind of like iffy about because I'm just like, you know what? Maybe they'll put the belts on the Callis family just to show how dominant they are. And they have so many belts, but I did trust my gut and go with Brodito. And guess what? Brodito retained. Okada accidentally, I'm doing air quotes, accidentally hit Konosuke with the Rainmaker, and he didn't seem sorry at all. That nigga was cheesing hard. Like it looked like an accident, but at the same time, he was just like, oh well, like he thought that shit was funny. But Brodito was able to pick up the win, and Brody finally did the full Macarena with Bandito at the end. So again, I'm enjoying this tag team. More power to them. Next up was the Hangman match. Hangman versus Samoa Joe for the AEW Championship. Adam Page won, and guess who chose Adam Page? Me, and he picked up the victory. It took 3 buckshot lariats to drop down probably the best Samoa right now, Samoa Joe. Is he even Samoa? Yeah, whatever. I'm getting off track. Great match. It was fun, but at the end, the Ops turned heel on him. Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs came out, and the wrestler, I forget his name, Shibata came out. And honestly, I never could imagine Shibata as a heel, but we're gonna see where this goes. So the Ops are now heel, and I think that's gonna maybe pivot into them getting into a fight with Eddie Kingston and Hook, because Hook was with the Ops before he got hurt. So these are stories. These are stories happening right now. People say AEW doesn't have or tell stories. It's because y'all don't watch the fucking product. Y'all are getting fucking Jay Uso last night winning the Battle Royale because CM Punk just pinned him the week prior. So now it's Jay Uso versus fucking CM Punk. I'm getting off track. Last thing I'm gonna say, they're forcing Jay Uso on us like they did Roman Reigns way before he became the Tribal Chief. I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing Jay Uso as a singles competitor. Move on from the nigga, right? You have LA Knight right there. Hell, you could have gave it. Can you imagine? You could have gave it to Dom. Dom could have been triple champion, Intercontinental, fucking triple crown, and heavyweight for bruh. Dom would have been good. I think. My opinion. Moving on. Hangman won. I got it right. The last match of the night was Darby Allin versus Moxley. Whoa, I just jitter right there. Moxley in a I Quit match, and I chose Darby. You know why? Because that nigga is crazy. It's so dude. The spots from being drowned in the fish tank, he got tased in the balls. Fucking Claudio came out and pressed him from the ring to the fucking announcement table. Oh man, it was a like I told you. Go back and watch my video on predictions. I said the only way you're gonna get Darby to say I quit is you're gonna have to kill that nigga, cause he was no way gonna say I quit. But the returning Sting, I'll put returning in quotations because he passed the bat off. Sting came out to assist Darby, passed him the belt. Darby whacked on with the bat a few times, choked him out with the AEW flag, and put him in the Scorpion lock. I forgot what that move was called. I'm blanking at the moment. Made Moxley quit. Darby looked strong. He had the AEW flag on the top turnbuckle. Um, and so in all, only so there was 13 matches in total. I was 11-2. I got 11 out of 13 correct, which and the ones I didn't get right was the Harley Cameron Willow Nightingale versus Mega Bane the Pellet Before match, and the Hurt Syndicate versus the Demand match. Those are only I was 2 away from being fucking perfect. But it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Again, tell me your thoughts, your predict or what your thoughts and reactions were in the comments below. What is the next one? I know Saturday night main event is happening, but that's not a pay-per-view. What's the next pay-per-view? I'm gonna have to look online and see because I'm blanking on when my next predictions will be out. But stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.